Hello everyone, my name is Yael. I'm a visual artist and I teach with Community World Project. And I think that I met some of you last year when I was helping Miss Chaya and Miss Tanya and Miss Valerie, the muralist. But if I haven't, I'm happy to meet you today. Today we're going to create a digital collage. And in order to do that, the first thing we need to know is what is a collage. A collage is a piece of art made by putting together different materials or forms to create something new. It can be papers, photographs, fabrics, objects, or anything else. If you ever took magazines or journals and cut them and put them together to create something new, that means that you created a collage already. Today, though, we are going to create a digital collage. What is a digital collage? It is a collage created by using a digital platform. So instead of using physical materials, we are going to use any device that we have around. What will we need? We will need three things. First, a photo of yourself or of someone you love. Two, an online app like Sketchpad. And three, inspiration. The most important ingredient. Because a lot of the time, in order for us to create art, it helps to look at what artists did, and that can give us ideas of what we want to create. So the first artist that I want to show you is an artist that is called JR. And what he is doing is taking pictures and blowing them up, making them really, really big, and put them in public places. So the kid that you see, the picture of the kid, is a cardboard across the border. And this is another image that he did. And these both images were made on the Mexican-American border. And this image, again, you can see the faces on the houses, was made in Brazil. And what I like about JR, that he uses his art to raise social issues and concerns. So the first two images are from a project called Migrants, and the lower image is from a project that is called Women Are Heroes. Another project he did in 2011, he created a project that is called Inside Out. And in addition to him taking pictures of people, here you see the image in Times Square, and putting them either on the wall or on the street, he wanted communities to do it themselves. So he created a platform where members of communities can contact him, send him the pictures that they took, he printed them, sent them back, and then the community could put the pictures on the wall. And these two images are of high schooler in the Bronx in another Community World Project residency, and that's quite cool. The thing is with us that we are at home, so we cannot do public art right now, but what we can do is to create our own art on our devices. And this brings me to the second artist that I want to share with you. Let me move myself for a second. All right. Her name is Hirut Yosef, and she is an Israeli Ethiopian artist. She was born in Ethiopia, and when she was 5 years old, she moved with her family to Israel. And only in her 20s, when she went back to visit, she started to reconnect to the art and craft that she saw in Ethiopia, and that her mother and grandmother have been doing all these years. So these patterns that you see in the images are actually taken from Ethiopian weaving and embroidering. And what she does is that she starts with a picture, but she adds different pieces of either drawing or cardboard, either stick them together or draw over the picture, and she creates a collage. And we are going to do something similar, but we're going to use the app in order to do that. So what I want you to do is to think for a second of what you would like to add to your picture, how you can represent in patterns and in shapes things that are important to you. And what is your message? What is your voice? Think about it in general, what you would like to include in your image. And the next thing, we are actually going to do it. So I'm going to demonstrate on Sketchpad, and you are going to later do it at home. All right. How do we create a digital collage using Sketchpad? So the first thing that we do is that we'll go to the Sketchpad website. And if you click on the link under the video, you will get. So here we are. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to drag and drop an image. So I'm going to use that photo, which is my photo, a few years younger, but this is what we're going to work on. And if I want to convert it from color to black and white, I'm going to go to set blend mode, from normal, go to luminosity. All right. Now, if I want to create a pattern around it, I want to create some kind of a frame. So I'm going to use this tool, which sometimes it looks like a star, but you click on it and then you have all the options. So I'm going to use a square. And because it's a frame, I want it to have zero fill, and the outline, I want it to be green, and I want it to be less thick. All right. So I'm going to put my square here. And I'm going to go to select, go back to my square, make it bigger, right? So my image can fit inside. So I'm going to go here, I'm going to make it slightly bigger, always from the corners if you don't want to change the proportion. Middle, you see the small X, it tells me that I'm exactly in the middle horizontally and exactly in the middle vertically. Cool. Clicking outside, and now I have to decide how I want to do my pattern. So this is my plan, and I'll show you how I'm going to create it. So I decided what I want to include in my image is some symbol of where I'm coming from, where I live right now, and some kind of text that is relevant to the days that we are now going through, which are not easy days. In order to represent my past, I grew up in a small city in the south of Israel, in the desert next to the Dead Sea. And it's called Arad. And the symbol of the city was something like this. And in order to represent it, I'll try to recreate that symbol. And today I live in Washington Heights, which is very close to the George Washington Bridge. So I'll try to create something that represents the bridge. And then at the end, we'll get to the text. Let's start. Always select if you want to change the shape. If I want to create the exact same shape, I don't have to redo it. I can just right click and duplicate. Next, the bridge. Alright, I think that I would like to create these X's that represent the structure of the bridge, but before I do that, I'm going to put a fill to put some more color in. So in order to put a fill, I'm going to use vector fill and change it into pixel fill. fill, color. Now I'm going to create the pattern. I'm going to go to calligraphy, which I think this is the tool that you used last time. Take not a pencil but a line, and so if I want the triangles to go in the front, I click on them, right click and send to front, and that way they will be in front. And by the way, if you see that you see some pattern behind it, that's because my fill is 92, so I can correct it to 100. Okay, same thing, send to front, fill 100. Okay, so the last thing we're gonna have is the text, and the text I'm gonna go to tip. I'm gonna create a text box. Try to put it here. All right, and it tells me type something. And what I'm gonna type is based on a sign I saw the other day when I went outside. Someone draw a heart, a paper heart, and in it they wrote the following. And I loved it, and it really made me feel better. So I'm gonna write this to remind us all that we're gonna get through this. So this text, if I want to change the font, I go here, okay, and I say that it shows me what it would look like in different fonts. So I'm gonna choose the last thing I want to do. Once you're happy with your collage, you're gonna save it, and the way you're gonna save it, you're gonna click on this floppy disk, export, choose save region, which lets you crop the image and automatically saves it. So very quickly, let's go over what we did today so you can do it by yourself later on. How to create a digital collage using Sketchpad. Go to the Sketchpad website to drag and drop your photo. Remember that if you want to convert from color to black and white, you can use the set blend mode and switch from normal to luminosity. Experiment with the tools to add shapes and lines that represent you. You can make a frame using patterns or draw things that are important to you. You can use any of the tools, okay? We just use a few of them today. You can fill the white space with the pixel fill. So you go from vector fill to pixel fill. You can also use the text. If you want to delete or change things, you can use undo or redo, or the layers where you can completely delete layers or change their order. When you are finished, save your artwork by clicking export and then save region. It lets you select the area you want to save. Upload your file onto Google Classroom and share it with your community. So I wanted to thank you for spending some time with me. I wanted to remind you that we will get through this. Take care, stay safe, and see you soon. Bye bye.